Hello everyone to another video here. Today we have Gruul and Historic, and I have to say this deck is really strong. We won all the games, and there's not too much to say about Gruul. It's play creatures, attack, smash face, and yeah, I just hope you're gonna like the deck. You have a good time. It's a really good deck just if you want to climb in the end of the season. So yeah, have a look at the deck tag, and the games were really amazing, and with no further ado, have fun. Okay, hello to this deck type of the Historic Gruul deck. This is an absolute banger. This is attack, go face. I'm a huge fan of this one. And thanks to Jägerbombs who played this in the Inside Esports tournament. He ended up number 5. Again, congratulations from me to you as a friend. And glad one of my Patreon supporters and longtime supporters in general made it this far. So I took the liberty on playing this deck, and I have to say I really like it. It's nothing special, and there's actually not really a new card in it, but it fits really well in this current historic meta. And if you want a deck that punishes many brews, this is the way to go. Sometimes you need one of those decks, especially now in the end of the month. I thought it's quite good to upload a deck that also helps you guys to rank up. I ended up in the around rank 160 with it. We played 4 games, we won all 4, and those games were all really good. It was against Oz of Auras, Company, Gruul, and the Controller, so definitely check the games out, really good. And yeah, let's have a look at it. So, as I just said, this is a Gruul deck, and what you want to do with this deck is you want to curve out as good as possible and manage to put opponent's life on 0, but as fast as possible. And I would say we start with the 1-drops. We have the Llanowar Elves here, 1 mana, 1/1. We can add 1 green. Really good card to go as fast as possible in your 3-drops. This is one way to do it. And the other 1-drop is the Pelt Collector, which is a 1 mana, 1/1. And whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's, we put that +1/+1 counter on Pelt Collector. As long as Pelt Collector has 4 more, as 3 or more counters, it has trample. So this card can get really powerful, especially with explosive turns, where we go Burning-Tree Emissary, 2 mana, 2/2. When Emissary enters the battlefield, add 2 mana, and then we follow up with a Voltaic Brawler, 2 mana, 3/2. And when it enters the battlefield, we get 2 energy, and whenever this card attacks, we can pay an energy, and it gets +1/+1. So this way, this becomes a 3/3 on turn 2. This is really powerful. And yeah, Brawler can be a 4/3 on attack with trample, which is really strong for a 2 mana drop. Really, really strong. And the other 2 mana slot is Scavenging Ooze, which is a 2 mana, 2/2. We can pay 1 green and exile the card. If the card is a creature, we gain a life and put a +1/+1 counter on the Ooze. So those are the 2-drops. This is obviously really good against all the graveyard type of decks, and yeah, I do like it. Then we have the 3-drops here. We have Gruul Spellbreaker, classic 3 mana, 3/3 with Riot. We can choose between haste and +1/+1 counter, and it has trample. And as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have hexproof. The U is also really important here because it plays around Settle the Wreckage. With Settle the Wreckage, they have to target you, so Gruul Spellbreaker is really strong in that occasion. And yeah, just a really strong attacking creature. Then we have 2 Kazandu Mammoth, 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever a land enters, it gets +2/+2 until the end of turn, and on top of that, it's a land. Bonecrusher Giant. I don't think I have to say anything about that card anymore, especially for the people who play Standard a lot. This is a 3 mana, 4/3. When it becomes a target of a spell, the owner of the spell gets 2 damage, takes 2 damage. And for 2 mana with Stomp, we can do 2 damage, and that damage cannot be prevented. So yeah, this card is really good. Ahn-Crop Crasher, what a card. 3 mana, 3/2 haste. You may exert Ahn-Crop Crasher as it attacks. When you do, target creature can block this turn. Just for notice, you have to choose it on the attack. I made once a mistake. It was a bit punishing, but we still won the game. But you have to click on the card, exert it, which means this card will not untap next step. But it's really nice to make sure another creature cannot block. So really, really cool card. And I kind of like the Minotaur. I really like the artwork. Minotaurs are cool. And then on the 4th slot, we have a Questing Beast, 4 mana, 4/4. And if I would read this text, the video would go an hour. But yeah, it's a really strong card. Vigilance, Death Touch, haste, cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Yeah, the rest you can read. No, it's a really good card, and I think it's a good 2-off, especially it works really well with the Embercleave, which is a 6 mana legendary artifact, an equipment with Flash, Belief in the Cleave. It costs 1 less for each attacking creature, and we can equip it on cast on a creature, and it gets +1/+1 and double strike. So good finisher card. Yeah, that's about it. In the lands we have some sneaky lands here. We have the Ramunap Ruins, which is a desert. We have to pay 1 to get red, but we can pay 4, sacrifice a desert, and to do damage. And we have Hashep Oasis, which is also a desert. We have to pay 1 for green. But for free, we can give a creature +3/+3 until the end of turn, but we have to use it as sorcery speed here. So yeah, this is the base deck. This is a really simple sideboard, and we have the Magma Sprays 4 off to deal with the creatures. This is something you usually have on the draw against creature decks if you want to make sure they don't overrun you. There's a lot of creatures with 2 toughness, so definitely use them if there's 12 or more creature in one deck. I should have sideboarded them in, I think, on the draw instead of Collector Company, but yeah, definitely board them in. Collector Company here for mana, we can look at the top 6 cards and we can play 2 of them with value 3 or less. It's really good. It's a flash card, so this allows us to play creatures in opponent's turn, and they have to maybe spend a counter on this so we can attack. Or if they ref our board, we can play this, and then we have creatures again. So you want to have this card in those type of matchups. Then we have Shredded Sails, 2 mana, destroy target artifact is the main reason, and it does also 4 damage to target creature flying, and it is cycling. So this is the way of card we had in this sideboard, but yeah, it's clear we're going to use this. And Rampaging Ferocidon, 3 mana, 3/3, menace, really strong. Players can't gain life, so we want to make sure they cannot heal themselves, and we can go really through with our creature. And also really nice, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to the creature's controller. Always this also counts to us, but in a deck like this doesn't really matter too much. It can be tricky in a mirror, but other than that, you really like this card in decks that play white, even against auras. You want to have it against decks that have life gain. You definitely want this card in. But yeah, this is a really simple one. This is a really simple one, and I can just tell you guys, play this deck if you want to ladder up, if you want to go to the top 1200, this is the deck to go. Yeah, if you like this, definitely check out my YouTube channel, my other videos here. I mean, you're already on my YouTube channel, so yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you like it. Check out the other content, or just check me out on Twitter. Yeah, I have also Twitter, but check me out on twitch.tv/DanyTLaw. And with no further ado, I wish you fun with the games. They were really awesome. Against Kazandu. Let's go. Sorry. I mean, you kind of have to keep this, but I'm not too happy. Not gonna lie. Still think Elf the Crasher must be better than yeah. I mean, yeah. If they kill Llanowar Elf, we at least get that card over there. So let's go with that. I mean, there's a Pelt Collector, but yeah, I think we want to make sure that that's different. Yeah, I think we go with this one here. Chess guy over there. Could be Chess guy Opus. I could have made a 4/4 here as well. So now we have to think that they may have rough. There's a stop. Because they have a ref here, I think we just go cool with it. So we at least have a creature with cleave. No ref, wow. Okay, now we can Embercleave. Which obviously they counter here. Puts them on 8 for another brainstorm. So they're kind of brainstorm locked, which is definitely good for Gruul. If they don't play anything here, that's a lot of damage. Okay. We have 6 damage and we have Bonecrusher, so this is GG. We have even more, sorry. Okay. And then we just shoot face. So yeah, Gruul does what Gruul does. Nice. I mean, if you brainstorm lock, then yeah, nice, I would say. They're... So we know what they're gonna play, huh? We like the Ooze in this matchup. I think I go with the company. Because they play counters, right? And they also play time lapse and stuff, so it's definitely better to have a spell in their turn as well. But yeah, other than that, it's really straightforward. We just attack. Cannot keep a 1-lander. Can keep a 2-lander. This is a really good hand. Okay, we go like this. Those two seem slightly better. Clarion is obviously really dangerous. Clarion is the card where I'm scared of. But we have to pretend they don't have Clarion, right? So they either have it or they don't. If they have it, cool. If not, nice. Okay, so they take. Now we definitely have to. So they probably have a rough effect. Huh. I think we still play this one. Going for 7. Mainly because I want to push the damage here. I need to make them have the rough here. If not, we just have still damage on board here that we can push in. Especially tapping out one is really good for me. Lightning Helix a really good card. I mean, all we do is, is this. So, could have played a Bonecrusher in their turn. This is basically do 1 damage here. Seven again. Puts them on 5, which is really good. So we force them to have it, and it seems like it's too much to handle. And yeah, this is how fast you can win a game with Gruul. I mean, Gruul is really straightforward, and yeah, let's have another one. On to 1, 5, 7, 4, 3, 7. Let's go. We start. Yeah. This makes us play a lot of cards fast, and then play lures. Could be Arcanist or Rogues. Could be Cyclone too. Llanowar Elves first. Okay, that's not cool. Not so cool. Would have been a really cool turn. Double Cleave is also not what you want to have. Okay. So they play that. Whoa, they have 1 land. We cannot attack with the Llanowar Elf here, so we can cleave next turn. Cat. Okay, it is a Rakdos. They need to get rid of a card here. I think. That is unfortunate. They maybe have double Thoughtseize. But we will play this Embercleave. If they wanted me to block this with a Llanowar Elf, they're wrong. Just saying. Okay, we can push damage here. Okay, 9. They have no red, so no claim here. Now they have red. But they own 9 Croxa, we have to discard. Okay, it's at least not a haster. Okay, they draw 2. But they take 7. So Bonecrusher is lethal. Even the 2 damage land is lethal here. They go on 2. We play the land here. Can they do something here? If they have a removal spell which is equipped to Llanowar Elf, they usually don't run bot wipe. Double removal spell works. Blocker, not exactly what they want. Scorpion does the job though. But again, we have so many cards that win us the game. Right now we still have lethal. Okay. They have to double block. So let's hope we don't draw land next. If they have red, they can play Croxa. They get another Scorpion in. Okay. They cannot use I mean, they can use Priest and hope they find something here, but they need to find something, which is good for me. Right now, their double block would not save them because of the 1 damage here. So they have to go for this line. That's an easy one. Did they find the answer? And I didn't. I mean, that's all it is, right? How simple can this be? We do play Magma Spray now. I also like Ferocidon here. Questing Beast has the only good part about Questing Beast is it's a hard time to block, right? And they cannot really get rid of the card. Gonna cut the Pelt Collector. I love them on the play, but on a draw they're kind of awkward. I don't know the exact version opponent is playing, so I'm not 100% sure if the sideboard is correctly here. Well, let's hope we draw a forest. Not perfect, but... Found the land, huh? Pelt Collector is so awkward here. But it just seems to be way better to deploy it. It's way more damage. So I played this, get better attack. Play Pelt Collector, I can buff him once, but I can buff him once anyway at one point if our creature dies. So I think we go max damage here. If we had a force here, Pelt Collector would be really strong, but unfortunate, this is a tap land. Trample is nice. 12. Obviously no block here. Even if they have to do that, okay. Grasp, but Grasp is okay with Pelt Collector in play. I think we're gonna wait with our that is fine. Okay. Gonna attack again. Put them on 8, and now if Rampaging Rampaging Ferocidon, they cannot gain life. Never mind. Boof! Heavy. Below out. You cannot play against double claim usually, right? That's kind of tricky to do. So we're gonna lose all our creatures. And the Goblins here seems pretty strong, right? So how do we get out of this situation? If we play a creature, we lose it. That is the best draw in the game. If they play Lurrus, grab Priest, we still have Embercleave. Good card. Yep, they got us here. The double claim was powerful. Maybe we actually played a Collector Company here. It plays our claim really well. I would even say it's really good there. They play a lot of spot removal, so this makes this a bit weaker. Trample is good. Let's go with 3 Collector Companies here. Claims are so dangerous. They're just so dangerous. And Collector Company also plays around the Priest activations, if they want to get rid of one specific card. I mean, top deck Cleave is insane, but triple land here is really bad. But it's just too good to not play the creature. If you find Embercleave, this is a huge blowout. Maybe they think we have it. Okay. Not cool. I mean, if we had one more card that's not Bonecrusher, I would have always played that one here. So now we're just staying back, if not a lot to do. At least we have to collect the company here, which is kind of nice, playing around there. The claims. Not much I can do about that. Okay. Gonna discard a land. They get the food, which is a lot of life gain. I could have in reaction played company. I should have done that for 1 damage, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Now seeing this, I should have done it. Okay. I don't think Crocs is enough for them to survive. And they cannot use the food anymore. They take a damage here. And they take 3 for sure. Dangerous. That's it. That's it. That's it, guys. We just needed 1 more haster. Tricky game. Tricky game. We managed to win. And yeah, let's play another one. Hello, Sandwich Hero. We start again. Okay. Well, sometimes you have to believe in the land. And if we don't find the land, we still can play a creature. So that's the most important part. If Llanowar Elves dies, though... not cool. So if you find land, that's the way. Let's go. Shocking here. Okay. It's always good to deal with a Llanowar Elf there. Obviously, it's nice to play a creature as well, but the Llanowar Elf, giving them a turn 3 on turn 2 is heavy. Obviously, we could have matched it, but... Okay, it is Gruul against Gruul. Play Bonecrusher, and then we play this one. Looks like a mirror game. Pelt Collector. Okay, if it's Pelt Collector... Gonna double spell here. Obviously, Ooze is very strong, but Ooze now is still fine because there's a creature and there's a creature, right? So if they decide to play the Bonecrusher, we just play the Crasher and make the bigger creature not be able to block, then we can still attack and every creature will survive because we use the energy and we use the green mana to pump it. So this seems like the game plan here. Okay, burning 3. And now the Stomp is pretty good here. That's not a good attack, I think. So if I attack with all, including the Spellbreaker, it's pretty strong. I think we just go for the hastes. Impressive. Okay, now we play it as a land. Yeah. They missed a land here again, which is definitely not what you want to have. In a mirror match, you can go for this one, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Questing Beast is not good. We go definitely with the companies for the Questing Beast there. Kazandu Mammoth. I think we go with the companies. Magma Spray is an okay card though, but we have 8 hits, right? No, we have actually 12. Magma Spray is actually good. I think we should have played Magma Spray on the draw. That's on me, guys. If it's the same version though, right? Yeah, I think we should. But the problem with this matchup is also you kind of do not want to have a 2 weak hand, so. Okay. Now we want to find lands, at least we have playables. This one we're going to stomp. Stomp into Giant. Okay. 2/2 into a 4/4. 3/3. Okay. I think we're gonna double block. We're gonna block the Spellbreaker here. That's a really good card. The Exerted, I guess. Okay, we want to go like this. So they could still have an Embercleave, right? So now we need to block though. And maybe there's a world where we can backswing, but double playing Brawler is good. If they attack with both, they have an Embercleave. So we would block. Thinking, yeah. That's a thinking moment. If I find a land, I can play Crasher and Embercleave. Which is a huge blowout usually. But I'm on 7, which makes this a bit harder, but obviously, well, the Brawler is way better on an attack step. And here again, Magma Spray would be a decent card as a 1. That's interesting. So we take 5, 4, 10 damage. This is lethal. 4, 6, 16. I mean, they could play Shock, but they know we have it. Here we go. Managed to go 2-0 against the Gruul, but I think I did a little bit of a misplay with the boarding there, but good game though, good game. Hello 2021. This time we're not on the play, that's definitely a difference. Keep. Play, yeah, that's a good keep. Play. Hopefully play. I wish we had a better 2-drop with 3 power. But it's still really fine. Okay. Could be Ors of Auras, huh? Tricky matchup. That's a tricky matchup. So if they come in with a Swarm or something, yeah, they have to go with this first, I guess, because they cannot. Oh, they maybe don't have a Swarm. Okay, 2/2 lifelink is big. That's a good card. Not much I can do about that. I probably have to hold back once more. Yeah, I think I have to hold back once more. I think a 3/3 Pelt Collector is just way stronger here than trading with 2, even though it buffs my Ooze, which is also a reasonable line. And I honestly think I'm willing to take it here, because they know it buffs my Ooze, so I think it's a 3/2 damage here. And if we give them the option to trade here. But again, 3/2 damage. This Elset is a problem, but Questing Beast hopefully does something at one point. If Elset gets too big, which is usually a not cool interaction here, we have a problem. The only way to get over this is having the Ooze bigger. But so far I'm kind of happy they don't have anything. Okay. Really good card here. They could have a push, but they cannot push Crasher. Why can I not? Why couldn't I exert it? I have to click on it first, huh? Maybe I had full control here, huh? Oh yeah. That would have been a really good attack here. I'm sorry guys, I should have full control this on attack, but I should have exerted first. I mean, I have to get rid of Ooze here. Oh, it's painful. Painful, guys. Well, we do it next turn, but now we lost an Ooze for no reason. Okay, they get Luras, which is a weak turn. Shock is really good for me here. Okay. So we don't have to exert. That's a really good draw. I mean, we play a race game here. It has to be Questing Beast first, though. So we put them on 6, and next turn we have Embercleave with Questing Beast. Also, we can block the Elset, which is really powerful. Okay, that's good. That is good. So this time we're gonna use the Crasher though. I can tell you that we're gonna use that Crasher. That is for sure. Yeah, that was my mistake there. We still managed, but Okay, that worked out. That worked out. But this is the way you exert it, huh? Just saying for future mistakes by other players. Pretty good though. Pretty good. But Death Touch is Death Touch. Death Touch Trample, friend. Salvaseo would have been way better here, but there would still be that. Okay. We need Magma Spray. We need to have more ways to deal with the early creatures there. Questing Beast is still really good. This one goes away. Embercleave is definitely the way to go. We need Scavenging Ooze. This one is also better. It's not perfect, but it is better. This one is way weaker. This one is weaker. I'm not a fan of Spellbreaker here, to be fair. The thing is, it's a nice on curve card, but free power haste on the draw against a deck that has usually at that point a way bigger creatures, it's just not good. Here we maybe have to mulligan into a removal spell. Okay, this is not the perfect hand, but it's too good to mulligan. It's a really aggressive hand on the draw. They mulligan twice, which is definitely good for us. Go ahead, take 2 damage, take one of our threats away, which is totally fine. It definitely makes everything slower, and now if them having a Strum, they can come back, obviously. If they don't have one, yeah, Spirit Dancer is a problem, and we didn't find an answer to it. Didn't have anything here. So they can start drawing the cards. But we secured that damage. We can exert twice in a row to try to push for damage, but it's dangerous, right? Vigilance here is annoying. Saver's also not cool. One turn too late. Yeah, that's a bit tricky. This is a close one. We need to dodge auras here. At least we have Bonecrusher for... That's good. We have Bonecrusher for the lures. We're just gonna exert and change back and forth here. The only way we can do this. And the good part is, obviously they have a block here. It looks like they go for a lures into block, but they need, you know, lures into block seems like the way to go. I think you cannot play an aura here on the Spirit Dance. I think you want to double block. I respect that a lot. Okay, that works too. 2 card draws here, definitely really good. So we can only exert one of them, which makes me think we cannot attack. It's a close game. They still don't have lifelink. Okay, so this is Lurrus. We have to deal with Lurrus here. We take damage free if they want to. That's fine. So there's Lurrus. And the moment I want to play the card, we have to kill Lurrus. They take another damage here. So they go on 5. No blocks. Okay, let's see how we play this one out. Decent draw. So we get 4 for sure. They have the double block, that's GG. This also gets trample. We're gonna exert those two, and that should be it. Tough game, tough game. We didn't have the answer for Spirit Dancer, but Gruul is really powerful. The swings you have with this deck is incredible, and here's the proof, right? This is the 4th game now, and we did really well. So Gruul, definitely a great deck to climb, an amazing deck to climb. So here we go. I would say this is it. We are rank 160 right now. Hopefully you like the deck. I had a lot of fun playing it. My green screen is going crazy behind me, but it still works. Let's go to the outro, guys. Okay, here we are on the outro. Well, we won 4 games, played 4 games, ranked a ton up. I think we made like 1,000 rank with this deck alone. So the deck is really, really strong. I really don't know what to play differently. I think the Shredded Sails could be replaced with another card, but I really enjoy the main deck. I'm not too sure about Shredded Sails. The Magma Spray seem also good. Maybe you can also only play 3 in a detailed in and out. But I really like this version, and I think it's a good deck. So again, congratulations, Jägerbombs, to rank number 5. I'm proud of you. I'm really glad we talked on Friday before, even though I couldn't help you too much. You choose the deck, you only played it well, and that is all that counts. You did great. And yeah, hopefully you liked the video. Leave a thumbs up, a like, or just comment and subscribe. And again, I'm on twitch.tv/DanyTLaw. See you guys the next time.